Today I'm going to be doing my Superman versus Batman movie review, okay guys? So here's how this movie review is going to work. If you're some DC fanboy who gets offended by the negative things I have to say about this movie, just get the crap off. I'm not putting up with you dumb, retarded DC crap boy fanboys with no life. Just get the crap off and shut up. And this is not a rant. This is just how I feel about the movie. And I'm going to be discussing the good things and the bad things and my overall thoughts about the movie. This is just my review. So if you get offended by one of the things I say, one of you stupid fanboys, just get the crap off. Or you can write some dirty comment, but guess what? I ain't going to give a crap about it. Matter of fact, I'm just going to ignore you because that's all you want is negative attention. I'll just say thank you whenever you do it because it really satisfies me to see that kind of bull crap. And it just proves how immature you really are. I mean, fanboys are just dumb freaking retards with no life. They're piles of crap. So, let's get started with this review. Ben Affleck, he played an amazing role as Batman. So, I'm going to have to warn you, there will be parts in this review that will have spoilers. So please be aware of that. Now, Ben Affleck, amazing role in Batman vs. Superman, I thought. You know, back in those times, people said it would be horrible. And I didn't really get into what was going on at that point. But now looking back, I mean, now looking at how he is as Batman, he is freaking amazing. If you, like I said, if you disagree with me, that's okay. And if you write a critical disagreement talking about why you disagree with me, I'll accept that. But if you just start cussing me out and calling me a retard and telling me to shut up because I disagree with you, then that's a problem. So anyway, yeah, Ben Affleck, amazing role as Batman. Now, I'm going to be talking about the good things about this movie first. Now, first of all, what's some good things about this movie? Well, one thing I loved about this movie is Batman's freaking suit. I mean, Batman's suit is amazing. I mean, just look. It's a metal, amazing suit with lights on it. I love that. Another thing I loved about the movie is how they didn't give Superman, just since he was the Man of Steel, he could just tear up Batman. They stood a very strong chance. And I loved how Batman holded the kryptonite thing, just whapping him, because that gave a lot of fairness to both sides. And you know, it was okay how they played it out where, you know, Lex Luthor tricked him. I mean, you know, that was okay. I didn't really think it was that good. I think it was clever, but it could have been cleverer. That's how I look at it. I mean, you know, that part was really good. I mean, Doomsday. How did I feel about Doomsday being in the movie? Personally, I thought Doomsday looked okay as a character. I mean, he looked kind of ugly, and there's a lot of bad things about it, but overall, the design of how they made Doomsday was actually pretty good. But I gotta say, one of my favorite things about this movie is Batman. Also, another thing I loved is how, you know, they fought each other and then they got together and they realized that Lex Luthor was the one tricking them. I loved that. That was amazing. And I loved how they worked together and fought against Doomsday. Now, Wonder Woman. How do I feel about Wonder Woman? I think her character design was pretty amazing. And that picture of her, you know, that old-timey picture, I thought that was epic. Now I'm going to be talking about things I didn't like about this movie. Now, one thing I didn't like about this movie is how it started off. So, in case you haven't seen it, spoiler alert, the movie starts off like, you know, asteroids are hitting and bombs are taking place by these bad guys, I guess, by Doomsday and Alex and Lex Luthor. So what ends up happening is Batman looks up and sees Superman, pushing a guy down. And Batman thinks it's his fault, and then they start questioning, like, what happened? Is Superman good or bad? I thought that was kind of interesting. But one thing that I just overall freaking hated about this movie is how it took, 45 to 50 minutes to talk about, to get to the point of why Batman and Superman are fighting. I thought that was kind of ridiculous. And it was like they just mushed a lot of stuff together. And it didn't really flow good. You didn't really necessarily understand the story, and you didn't really necessarily understand what the crap was going on. I thought that they didn't really do good on that. But Superman's design. Superman's design was a lot better than all the other movies. I thought that was actually a pretty good thing. But some of the CGI in the movie, it just kind of freaking sucked, honestly. CGI, a lot of it was good, but some of it honestly just freaking sucked. Like some of Wonder Woman's CGI wasn't that good. I don't know about y'all, but yeah. Batman in the movie, what I felt is, whenever the cops go in and they find all them slaves and they see Batman standing there, it didn't explain nothing about the slaves. It didn't explain who they were, if Batman even keep them or not. It didn't even explain who done it. I really hated and didn't like that. And like I said, that the first 45 minutes is just a waste of time. And the sad thing is, so much hype went through this movie, seeing the fight, and the fight wasn't even that long. Matter of fact, it was longer than fighting Doomsday than the actual fight, and it was labeled Batman versus Superman. Another big problem in the movie is Lex Luthor. He acted like a psychotic sociopath, when really he's supposed to be this bald guy who, wants power and money. No, that's not how he acted. What I wish I would have done is just stick with the Joker instead of Lex Luthor. I think that would have been a lot better, because Lex Luthor performed just like what should have been the Joker. I think that would have been honestly a lot better if that's what happened, if he performed as Lex Luthor. I think that would have been a lot better. It would have made a lot more sense if that's what happened. Now I want to talk about something. Superman in this movie. Superman's performance was amazing. And Rockstar Games is having trouble wanting to make a Superman game. Well, I think if they just use this Superman and follow this path, I think they could really do it. And the sad thing is, all the Superman movies sucked. And if they would have just followed this Superman pattern, Superman would have ruled. Guys? Overall, it's about a 7 out of 10. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie, but I still think there should have been more of a fight between Superman and Batman, because this movie was so hyped. We were ready to see, Superman and Batman fighting each other, but it was overhyped, and the trailers had us like, ooh, it was going to be Superman and Batman fighting. I can't wait to see what's going on. And they only showed Superman and Batman fighting. They didn't show the 45 wasted minutes of doing nothing but crap, which really sucked. But, okay guys, that's my review, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.